Hi, this is Steve from yourcreativelife.com, talking today about the value of having a single protagonist. Now, I know that there are plenty of shows out there, TV shows, hour dramas, and the like, that have ensemble casts, and that's perfectly fine. Obviously, it's something that lots and lots of shows do. But I'm here to tell you, certainly for the construction of your show, and certainly at the beginning of your show, every show, as far as I'm concerned, needs to have a single protagonist. Let me give you a couple of examples. Grey's Anatomy is the one that I often refer to. We know there are tons of characters on Grey's Anatomy right now. And at the moment, more often than not, Meredith Grey is not one of them. But the series started from the point of view of Meredith Grey. And even today, the voiceovers are in her voice. And so you can see how, if you go back and watch that pilot, that all of the goings on from all the ensemble characters are threaded through and around and in contrast to her point of view. She becomes a focal point for the series. And even people in scenes outside of her end up talking about her or referring to her, certainly in the beginning of the series, because she was the one who seemed to be connected to this dynasty based on her mother's history in the hospital and her mother's history as a surgeon. And all of those things became reflections and refractions of who she is. And so it's very important, I think, especially if you're establishing your own series in a script of your own, to really focus on one single character and look through that character's lens. Now, that doesn't mean every scene needs to be about that character, but it does mean to start there, to orient us there as often as you can in reference to that character, and to have things come back to that character or impact that character becomes especially important when you create a series. So this is one of my top tips for making your own TV episode. And we really need to know and appreciate and somehow, I think, fall in love with your protagonist. Now, I know we are in the age of either the unreliable narrator or the anti-hero. Neither one of those is I'm a fan of, but even so, I think in some ways we have to find something that is attractive, if not out and out, hopeful, but attractive, something that allows us to relate enough to this person that we're willing to follow them for, 24 episodes, much less 5 seasons. We've got to be drawn into them somehow. And I think once you start to do that, then you're also bringing us on board with the series itself. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's so important to have a single lead, a single protagonist as your lead character in your drama, even if it's an ensemble drama, and perhaps especially then, because that's also the way I think we think as storytellers when we enter a world. Sometimes what we do and what we see is that people are mirroring our getting used to a world through a character who is also getting used to the world, somebody who's new at the high school, new on the planet, new on the spaceship, new on the force. And so we get to learn who everybody is in and around that person who is new to the circumstance. So take a look at all of that as you watch TV from today forward, and begin to think about how shows that are out there that get picked up and sold and watched really, by and large, are threading their point of view through a single character. If you have questions or thoughts about this, please put them below in the space below. I hope you subscribe to this channel because I make new videos every single week about the writing life. Go to yourcreativelife.com and check out all of the free stuff there, including the newsletter. There are some articles of the kind that we put in the newsletter. There's information about the Secret Writer podcast, which is our podcast that is currently heard in 18 countries. And there's lots of other juicy goodness, including all about my coaching and how I can help you with your writing life. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.